Hello, today we are discussing and doing the Ujjayi breathing. So you can sit cross-legged or in any comfortable sitting position like Vajrasan or Siddhasan. So I'm sitting in Sukhasan, so it's the simplest position for beginners. And you can sit with your hands in Chin Mudra, thumb and index together, and palms down on your knees or facing up. So this is Dhyan Mudra and this is Chin Mudra. Now, as I said, we're doing Ujjayi today. So Ujjayi is also called the ocean's breath. And this is a practice that is usually done with some yogasanas as well, like in the Ashtanga series. They practice Ujjayi throughout with the yoga, along with the yoga. But here we're not doing that. We're just doing Ujjayi as a pranayama. It's a very powerful pranayama practice. And it involves the throat. So you'll be constricting your throat, and there's an organ called the epiglottis inside the throat. You constrict that. When you constrict that, you also constrict the airways. So you make a sound as you breathe in because of that constriction in your throat. It's like this. And the same sound as you exhale. Let's try it again. If you're not really getting how to make this sound, when you were a child, you would often hold a mirror and fog it like this. So you create that fog on the mirror. So this is the sound that I want from you. Let's try it again, but make this sound with your mouth closed. As you breathe in and as you breathe out. Try again. In Ujjayi, we try to equalize the in-breath and the out-breath. That is, the duration of both remains the same. You can practice Ujjayi for about 2 to 3 minutes. Back will remain straight, eyes will be closed. Here. And this constricting action activates the thyroid, it triggers the thyroid, and it's also good for hypertension. It's good for increasing your metabolic rate, so it also therefore helps to lose weight and also improves your immunity. Do not do Ujjayi if you suffer from any heart conditions. Next, we are going to be practicing a sitting position called Baddhakonasan. So you can extend your legs forward, keep your legs parallel to each other, and then you fold one leg and bring it straight in and keep the sole of the foot pointing in towards the opposite thigh. Next, you bring the other leg in as well and join the soles of your feet. So most people who try to sit like this will have their knees up. So to bring the knees down, you can keep your hands behind you and fingers pointing away from you, and you push your hands down on the floor with your arms straight. Automatically your knees come down. So this is the position that we want for the knees. Over time, with practice, you'll be able to get your knees fully down. Now this is the Baddhakonasan, the Cobbler position, or the butterfly position, or the bound angle position. This is a very good sitting practice, and it's very good for women as well, for the uterus, and it's also good for opening the hip joint. So the tight hips is what leads to raised knees when you sit. So this opens the hip joint, and it's also good stretch for the inner thigh muscles, and also good stretch for the knees. You may not be able to sit in this posture if you have any chronic knee issue, but you can slowly try with time. You could also place a block or a folded mat below your buttocks. So when you do that, you raise your seat, your pelvis comes up, and then that also helps to bring the knee a little more down. Now we will go into the final position of Baddhakonasan. You can take your hands around your feet and you can press the toes together, or you can also grab the ankles and then you press with your elbows, and then you lower your upper body down towards the floor. Now, if you're pregnant, you're not supposed to be bending forward, and if you suffer from any back pain, you're not supposed to be bending forward. You cannot bend forward after a meal. So those are the contraindications. And take a deep breath in, and you can try going down towards the floor. If you notice, my elbows are pressing into my thighs and I'm going down towards the floor. Take your head down as close to your feet as possible. You can even switch your hands to the toes and then go further down. It's a very good stretch for the lower back. By bending down more, we are improving the stretch in the inner thigh. It's becoming more intense, and you're also opening the hip joint further. And slowly come back with an inhalation. So when you go down, you exhale and you sit in the cobbler position. So the half cobbler is a preparatory pose. In half cobbler, you fold one leg and then you keep the other leg folded with the kneecap pointing towards the ceiling. Now, if you notice, when I did this, automatically my right knee has gone down towards the floor. You can practice this, and then you can bend forward and try to open the hip joint. You can even go down further like that. And then you can switch. And good. And come back. So this is Baddhakonasan. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.